My warm greetings to you all. I'm going to present about problem recognition task, which is one of the assessment approaches. Assessment is the measurement of progress toward achieving learning outcomes and how that progress is evidenced and communicated to the learner and teaching team. The approach used to assess the risk of its contributing risk factors, including quantitativity, qualitativity, and semi quantitativity. Assessment approaches are the selection of feedback measures for accessing academic skills and intellectual development, which require a framework that could accommodate outcomes specified by various theories and research currents, but that was primarily teacher oriented. Research on the assessment of academic skills and intellectual development is in a period of rapid change right now, and a number of potentially useful theories and taxonomies exist side by side. Problem recognition task is one of the assessment approach. It presents students with a few examples of common problem types. The student's task is to recognize and identify the particular type of problem each example represents. The purpose of this approach is in many fields, students learn a variety of problem solving methods, but they often have difficulty in determining which kind of problems are best solved by which method. Problem recognition tasks help faculty access how well students can recognize various problems and its types. The first step is matching problem type to solution method. As students work through this approach, they practice thinking generally about problems they often view as individual, isolated examples. This practice helps them to develop a valuable diagnostic skill. Some of the learning outcomes are the problem recognition task develop the ability to apply principles and generalizations already learned to new problems and situations. Develop problem solving skills, develop appropriate study skills, strategies, and habits, improve mathematical skills, prepare for transfer or graduate study, learn techniques and methods used to gain new knowledge in this subject, develop the ability to perform skillfully. Let me explain the step by step procedure of problem solving task. Choose example of several different problems but related types that students find difficult to distinguish. Make sure that each example illustrates one and only one type of problem. Decide whether you will provide information about the types of problems that students are to recognize, allowing them simply to match the type of example, or whether you will ask students to name the problem types as well. Step 3 of the procedure of problem recognition task is try out your examples on a colleague or an advanced student to see whether he or she agrees with your choice of examples. This run through also can help you assess the difficulty of the task and the time that it will take to complete. Make up a short problem recognition task form or overhead projected transparency containing a handful of example problems for students to recognize. Allow your students twice or thrice the amount of time it took your colleague to respond. Meanwhile, the problem recognition task has some advantages and disadvantages. The pros are the problem recognition task is a quick, simple way to assess students' diagnostic skills. It focuses student attention on correctly recognizing and diagnosing problems first rather than immediately trying to solve them. By helping students make connections between the specific and general levels of problem solving, this approach shows them how to apply the problem solving skills they are learning to new and unfamiliar situations. The cons are many real life problems are multiple and therefore do not fit easily into one category. The fact that students can correctly recognize a problem type does not necessarily mean that they know how to solve that problem. I'm concluding the video with, as every learners are unique, they may get benefit with the use of many assessment approaches according to their cognitive level. Thank you.